Hey, what's up, everyone? I've got two people in the chat room. Hey, good evening, Isaac. You doing good, man? How's Discord going for you? Last night you asked about not getting like the homework packet right in the mail. I tell you to go onto the Amphi site, but here's the exact link right here if you need it. I'm glad to hear, man. So if you click on the link right above what you just typed, you should be able to get the packet for this week. Discord has been pretty fun. What kind of Discord are you on? Awesome, awesome. Yeah, use that, print it out. If not, just copy it down on a piece of paper and then staple all your work together. No problem. We'll give a couple more minutes. Pokecord, so Pokemon stuff. Hey, I got another person in the chat room. That's cool. That's cool. You play like Pokemon Sword or Shield or any of the other Pokemon, or do you just use Discord to like roleplay? Hey, Ileana, is that you? What's up, Ileana? Come in, come in right now. We're just waiting for more people to come into the chat room. It's been weird. So like from every period that I have about like 5 students use Google Classroom in each period, and there's more people using Alex than Google Classroom. That's cool. So not many people have been looking at my YouTube yet. I have about altogether of 118 students, about 52 students look at the old YouTube streams. And you three now, there's 3 people in the chat room, actually come in every night to actually see the live stream. Most people, it seems, look at my stream earlier in the day or the next day after. Hey, Isaac, give me a number between 1 and 10. And Ileana, give me a number between 1 and 10. All right, we've got 7. Ileana, can you give me a number between 1 and 10? Give me a number between 1 and 10. All right. So let me set up this problem. Here we go. Here's the problem that we have. So right now on a piece of paper, if you can get this down, Isaac 7 plus the 3 from Ileana, so it's 7 plus 3y equals 21. I'll give you guys a couple minutes if you can solve for y. Remember, you want to get y by itself, and this one is kind of different from what we've been doing. This is positive 7 plus 3y. It's still right to write down minus 3y, but the 3 is being multiplied. So we got to get rid of this 7. To get rid of the 7, you write down subtract 7 on the left. You write down subtract 7 on the right. The 7's go away, and you're left with 3y. Someone help me out here. What's 21 minus 7, though? Yeah, it's 14. So now, what do we do with the free y and the 14? Be careful, Eliana. 21 minus 7. If this was 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then there's one that should be 14. You'll divide this by 3, and you'll divide this by 3. The last thing I want you guys to do is this. 14 inside the house, 3 outside the house. How many times does 3 go into 14? Can you give me your answer as a decimal rounded to the nearest hundredth place? So it'll be 4 point what, guys? Oh, man, I'm tired. Yeah, I got 4 people in here. Who's the other person that just came in the chat? 14 divided by 3 is 4 point what? Yeah, 4.6. If we round that to the nearest, like, it's 4.666. So if we round this, it's technically 4.67. So, boop, 4.67. Um, Eliana, are you done with your packet? And also, did you hear about Zoom being on the news? So people's Zooms are getting hacked. And like a lot of like schools and government places are saying don't use Zoom. Amplify hasn't said anything like that yet, but I'm totally not going to use Zoom. So, well, not it kind of sucks, but yay, YouTube stream is way more secure than Zoom because people's like personal information has been getting hacked. That's kind of scary right there. Ugh. You know, it's funny. What do you mean they don't set it up correctly? And what's up, Desiree? How you been doing, Desiree? Are we all good with this? Give me an F in the chat if you're done copying this down. We'll go on to the second problem. We did adding for this problem, so I think example 2 will have subtraction, example 3 will have multiply, and example 4 will have divide. And then we'll be done for tonight. F for respect. Oh, vintage memes. All right, I'm going to erase this and we'll go on to example 2. Hey, Daniel, give me a number between 1 and 10. All right. You need help with your math, and I found this on YouTube. What math are you in right now? Wait, what math do you need, I guess? Here, I'm going to do one last example, and then I can, like, answer your math question or whatever. So, 7x minus 15 equals 34. Division by decimals? All right, I can help you with that. Is that the packet that looks like this right here? Here, we'll solve this last example, and then I'll go over division with decimals. I was going over that a little bit from yesterday, too. So if you want, I have to plug my own video, but if you go back to my YouTube channel and click on last night's stream, I go over a couple of those examples. Cool. All right, so let's solve this really fast. So what should I do? 7 times x or minus 15? I'll do plus 15 to get rid of this minus 15. I'll write down plus 15 right here. The 15s go away. What's 34 plus 15? Man, looks like I have a double chin. I'm getting fat. Yeah. Yeah, it's 49. And here's the easy part. 7 times what gets us 49? We divide it. X equals 7. Cool. All right, Desiree, so you had a question on the division worksheet. Which division problem do you want me to do? Here's what we could do. Each of these has a letter right? C, T, D, F, A, R, E, P, G, S, N, B, I, H, and M. Give me a letter, and I will do that problem. So, letter T. So, letter T. And man, last night you missed out because my vision was bad. I think I wrote down one of the problems wrong, outside part. So, letter T, let me read this out loud. We have 0.04 and it's 0.2564. I wrote that down right? Because Ileana's like, or who was it? Someone last night was like, Mr. Lee, you wrote that down wrong. And I'm like, oops. 0.4 times tables, but we know our 4 times table. And for us to get our 4 times table, we have to jump it 1 to look like kind of like a normal number. And you jump the decimal that many times. What you do on the outside, you do on the inside. So you go 1, 2. You jump your dot twice. And now we have 25.64. And I'll float my dot up right there. 4 goes into 24 6 times. Because 6 times 4, that's 24. I subtract 5 and 4, I get 1. And I bring down to 6. 4 goes into 16 4 times. I bring down this 4 right here. And 4 goes into 4 1 time. So the answer to letter T is 6.41. .641, what? I don't think so unless I looked at that wrong. 0.0 0.2564 divided by 0.04. No, I'm correct. Even the calculator that I just typed it in says I'm correct. So you gotta watch out with that dot. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, one thing. We got 5 people in the stream. Who's in the stream? I know Ileana is, you, Isaac, Desiree. And there's always like 2 people, like from yesterday, there's like 2 people that were like in the chat, but they weren't like talking or nothing. Or looking at the stream or whatnot. And remember, like the second night, some of my old students who were in high school, they came in and said sup at the very end. Desiree, does it make sense how I got the answer 6.41? One thing on the instructions, and Miss Lordy emailed all the teachers about this. says something about doing a maze, there's a mistake, and the print shop at Amphi didn't print out the actual maze. So all you're able to do right now is page 1 and do the division. There was supposed to be a page 2 where you get your answers and like line them up and then do the maze and whatnot. Besides Desiree's question on division, is there any other homework help I can help you guys on? You guys want me to read you a comic book? F for respect. I say Mr. Lee reads a comic book. No? Yes? All right, fine. No! There we go. Um, Isaac, which one do you need help on? Yeah, I need help figuring out what to do. Okay, I'm giving myself a little bit from yesterday, but your packet looks like this. It has the front page right here and it gives you kind of some notes about you need to complete the worksheets. You need to find someone in your house if you have cards and play Absolute Zero. Then also what you're assigned to do is go on to Alex and log in for an hour and do your online work. And then the other part is to pick one of these problems right here and do them. So you can either do the Hailstone problem or the 4 4s. And they kind of give you step by step. I'm not going to go through them all because like I want you to really think these out. They help your like basic logic. So you do that for the front page. And it's kind of helps you with your negatives and your integers. Okay, I'll talk in a second. Then there was the improper fractions. And this page for the improper fractions kind of gives you like the basic rules. And for improper fractions, it's where you kind of like draw an arrow on the denominator, you multiply and add. I talked about that a little bit on yesterday's stream. I remember you answering one of my questions about that. And then the last one is this decimal division one that we kind of did an example of. All right, let me go back to the bell work real fast. So today's bell work is just a reteach. We're going back over what we were learning before spring break, and that was algebra. So today's bell work was a review on two-step equations. So I'll do this as example 3. When you do algebra, you're doing PEMDAS backwards for one, and you're doing PEMDAS backwards to get the variable, the letter by itself. And the last rule of solving equations in algebra is what you do to one side, you do to the other side. So for example, I will have this. I have 5g minus 25 equals 100. So check this out. The letter G, 5 times the letter G, minus 25 gets us 100. You've been doing algebra kind of since like first grade. Instead of using blanks and filling in blanks, they replace blanks with these letters. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out what G is by doing the opposite of what it says. When I do the opposite, I'm reading PEMDAS backward. On the very last part of PEMDAS is subtraction. And then the middle part of PEMDAS is like multiplying. Because I'm doing this backwards, I have to look at subtract. I see it right here and I do its opposite, which is add. What I do on the left side, I do on the right side. And I add by 25. So if you look right here on the left-hand side, the 25 goes away because a negative and a positive, they cancel each other out. Who doesn't get crossed out is the 5G. And on the right-hand side, I have this math problem, 100 plus 25. That's going to get me 125 right here. Now we're on step 2. And step 2, I have this new math problem, 5g, or we say 5 times g, because it's implied multiplication. I'm going to do the opposite of multiplying G by, or multiplying by 5 by dividing by 5. And I signify that with a fraction. I show division as a fraction. What I do on the left, I do on the right. 5 divided by 5 cancels out, and I'm left with 1G. And instead of writing down the number 1, I just write down G. On the right-hand side, I actually have a math problem. 125 divided by 5. If someone can put down the calculator real fast or do the mental math, 5 goes into 12 twice. 5 goes into 25 5 times. So G equals 25. I'm kind of stuck right now because there's not an algebra worksheet I can give you to do more practice because all our workbooks are stuck in the classroom at AM5. The best I can do with these videos right now is just give you some basic warm-ups, but I'm trying to do these streams so you can be at least a little bit ready for 8th grade math. Liliana, does that answer your question? And I'll go on more a little bit later too on my other streams. So who are the 2 other kids in here? Is your little brother in 4th grade? Does he do like a lot of work for his classes? And are you the oldest, Isaac? That's all. I always try to cut it by like the near the 30-minute mark. So I guess that's it for tonight, guys. If you have any more questions, shoot me an email or text me or post on, this or whatnot, Google Classroom. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.